So if you've been trying to lose weight for any amount of time, you've probably heard the advice, you can't out-train a bad diet. But what does that actually mean? So in today's video, I'm just gonna go over one simple equation that helped my client lose 27 pounds and get to her goal weight. So you can just use the same formula in your weight loss journey and you can get to your goal weight as well. Okay, so when it comes to losing weight, there's one really important equation that is very valuable for you to understand. What that is what we call the weight loss equation. Okay, so the weight loss equation, all it is, 3,500 calories is going to equal 1 pound of weight, of body fat. And so once you understand this equation, basically that means if you were to consume 3,500 calories, you would actually just gain 1 pound of weight. So when you step on the scale, if you in one day at 3,500 calories, you would gain 1 pound. If in one day you burn 3,500 calories, you would lose 1 pound. That's just science. The reason this is so important is because of the second equation, which is what we call the BMR. The BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. What the basal metabolic rate is, or the BMR, that is basically the rate at which your body burns calories just by existing, when you're resting, when you're moving about your day. So think of it as the number of calories in a given day that your body would burn just by being alive, not by working out, not by trying to diet. So whenever you look on like the back of a nutrition label and you see up at the top it says based on a 2,000 calorie daily diet, that's basically just the amount of calories you need to survive. Now the problem, especially with Americans, is that we usually eat more than 2,000 calories in a day. That's why most people gain weight over the course of their life. So for this example, let's say that the average 180 pound woman burns 2,000 calories in a given day, okay? And so that means if this woman in day one consumed 2,500 calories, then over the course of time, she would actually be putting on weight. On the flip side, if this woman on day one, or for one day, consumed 1,800 calories, we know that she would be losing weight. Okay? And so the reason these two equations are so important is because when you look at it logically, it makes sense. If you're putting more calories into your body than you're burning, over time you're gonna gain weight. Now, the reason this is so difficult is because most people don't plan their food, they don't track their food, so they're getting so many hidden amounts of calories in from sometimes even healthy food choices that you don't even realize have so many calories. So now that we know how many calories it takes to gain a pound, now that we know how many calories it takes to kind of maintain your weight, and everyone's different, we can create two different scenarios where if we wanted to gain weight, we could look at the things that would contribute to that, and if we wanted to lose weight, we could also map that out. So for here, we're gonna create two scenarios, and we'll say this would cause us to gain, and then on this side, this would cause us to lose, okay? And so what this looks like, if we were to gain weight, we would eat more than our BMR. So this would be greater than the BMR, which again is the basal metabolic rate. And then if we wanted to lose weight, we eat, or we burn rather, less than the BMR. And now, once you understand that, then what are the things that contribute to gaining weight or to losing weight? Obviously, if you were gaining weight, you would be eating calories like snacking. You would be doing things such as not tracking. And then if you wanted to be losing weight, things that would contribute to help losing that 3,500 calories, right? If that equals 1 pound, how can we start chipping away at that below the BMR? And so again, if this is around 2,000 calories, what we can do to help burn more is we could introduce a little bit of a caloric deficit in the way that we eat. So think foods like a lot of protein, a lot of vegetables, lowering the carbs. What that's gonna do is it's going to lower the calories. So basically eating well. And then obviously another way to burn calories would be by working out. One of the reasons that people get frustrated and they hit what they think is a plateau, even if they think they are working out and trying to eat better, let me demonstrate what that's actually gonna look like. In this scenario, if you were to take every day of the week, so we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if you were to take every single day of the week and we were to say, let's call this, we're gonna exercise and then we're gonna eat well. We'll call that nutrition. So EX for exercise and NUT for nutrition. Let's say that the normal person would typically work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, have some off days in between. That's all you really need to do. So let's say you hit your workout Monday, you hit your workout Wednesday, you hit your workout Friday, and then let's say you rest, you rest, you rest, you rest. This is a very normal plan to lose weight. Even if you want to lose 50, 100 pounds, this works. I've seen it work time after time. Let's say you eat well Monday through Friday. You nail your meal plan. Let's say you prep all your meals, you pack it into your Tupperware, you know exactly what you're doing, but on the weekend, you have what we call an oopsie moment where you fall off the meal plan. Maybe it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Maybe you had a little bit of pie at a friend's house. Maybe you had pizza one night. Maybe you went out for brunch on Sunday. So let's say that you had a oops moment here and an oops moment here. The problem is if you, over the course of the week, so let's just say that you burned through diet and exercise, you burned 1,000 calories by doing your workouts, by nailing your meal plan. The problem is on the weekend, if you had pizza and then brunch and you put in, let's say, plus 800 calories each day, because you really would be surprised how many hidden calories are in the way that food's prepared. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal. It's just a couple of slices of pizza. It's just brunch out on Sunday with friends and family. The problem is, if you look at the math here, what happens is you burned 1,000, but then you gained 1,600, which means at the end of the week, you're plus 600 calories when you felt like you worked out, you were disciplined with your food, but you ended up gaining weight. Because remember, 3,500 calories equals 1 pound. So if you're plus 600, it's only a matter of time, week after week after week, month after month, that little plus 600 for the week turns into weight gain. And this is where people get extremely frustrated and they crash course diet, they'll lose some weight for like 21 days, but then they'll just give up and they never get to that big weight loss goal. Okay, so now that you understand this, what can a normal person do? You know that you have to work out and eat well consistently, but if you're gonna be tempted by the weekend and you know that can undo your entire week, here's what worked for me to help me lose 100 pounds and to help over 1,000 women that work with us lose at least 25 pounds and kind of have this like major aha breakthrough moment. So what we recommend and what's worked well for us is to basically bolster those areas on the weekend that you know you're gonna struggle with or know that you're gonna be tempted by. And so the two things that we would do is to mix up the meal plan. And basically no one wants to eat chicken, broccoli, and rice 6 times a day the rest of their life to lose weight. So it's really important to understand how you can swap out protein choices, carb choices, sauces, seasonings, those types of things. So every week you create meals that your body actually enjoys eating. And that really is the secret. If you can find those 5 to 7 meals that you eat every week that you actually enjoy, your body will start to crave those nutrients, which makes sticking with it for the long run so much more realistic. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. The next thing would be to create healthy cheat meals. All this is, if you know you're gonna be tempted on the weekend, it's better to have like a plan B if things go wrong and you get emotional and you wanna eat chocolate. And it's good to have these little backup snacks where you know, even worst case scenario, if you binge this item, it's a lot better than binging 1,000 calories or like we showed you 800 or 600 calories on those meals with pizza and brunch. And so the way that we can do this, if we look at number 1 here for mixing up the meal plan, what we really like to do is if this were 4 weeks, so you have week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4, we like to do different menus for our meal prep, Monday through Sunday. And so this might look like menu 1, then we'll rotate it, menu 2, menu 3, and then menu 4. And that way, over the course of a month, you're not eating the same boring thing. Let me show you what I mean. So for the first week, maybe the meal plan for us and our family looks like chicken, it looks like rice, and it looks like sweet potatoes. But then we can add teriyaki sauce. Sorry for my writing. So if we do that week 1, we're having chicken, rice, sweet potato, it's all in the meal plan. A lot of people don't know that low sugar or 0 sugar toppings and sauces and seasonings are a godsend when it comes to changing things up and keeping a meal plan tasting well. But in this example, for the first week, maybe we're just burnt out of that meal plan for the next week. So the next week, maybe we go turkey, maybe we go quinoa, and maybe we go Brussels sprouts, and then we do hot sauce. And so you can see as time goes on, you just learn how to create and rotate different menus. And that's how you can really be consistent with what you're eating, so you're not gonna get burnt out Monday through Friday. But then on the weekend, if that's the big issue, what we help our clients with and what we recommend is to create and store healthy cheats for yourself. And so some great popular ways to avoid pizza, to avoid brunch, and to stick to the meal plan where you know you can continue to lose weight and achieve your goals is to stock your house, your office, your car, whatever, with these little healthy cheats. So some things that we like to kind of take the edge off if you have a craving would be like Lily's chocolate bars. It would be like Halo Top ice cream, or it would be something like recipes. Like we just did this really awesome pumpkin pie. And so these are all low calorie options that, worst case scenario, if you're stuck on the weekend and you have a craving for something, you now have a utility, you have a tool to kind of match that craving and stay on track over the course of the weekend, because you know in that little weekend, you can undo your entire previous week. All right, guys, so thanks so much for watching. If you did find the video helpful for you when it comes to weight loss, it would mean the world to us if you just gave a like, maybe leave us a comment, let us know what your goals are down below. And if you do want access to what we call the meal plan blueprint, that's a free download that we actually give all of our paying clients, absolutely free. Click on the link, you can download it. It's gonna give you a huge list of foods from proteins, fats, carbs that meets your specific body weight as you're on your weight loss journey. And if you are looking for help implementing all this stuff into your life, we do offer a free 21-day online personal training challenge, completely free, no strings attached. The average woman loses 10.5 pounds in 21 days while working out from home. If that's something you're interested in, click the link below. You can schedule a consultation with myself, and we will look forward to seeing you there.